come here. They all come here. How do they find me?
The best way to start this story is from the beginning. Back in May, we did a video of The Land Before Time 2. The movie itself is boring as fuck, but our commentary of it is some of the best we've ever done. There was so much good material that the final cut of our video rivals the length of the original film. As such, we couldn't upload it to YouTube for sake of copyright. We uploaded the raw file on Google Drive and let people watch it there, and a couple of months later, we uploaded a bunch of highlights. By this time, we also did the third movie, and at the time of this video, the highlights for those are still going up. Now, the reason you needed to know all of this is because it puts into perspective how asinine this guy's request is. One night, me, Jordy, and Shadow were in our casual voice chat on Discord watching Wraith mess around in Gary's mod when I get a notification that somebody commented on one of the Land Before Time 2 highlights. I like reading what people have to say, so I took a look and I see this. Do a commentary on this film in memory of Kenneth Mars. I simply sent him a link to the video with the Google Drive link, since usually that's all that's needed. If it ended here, I wouldn't be making this video. A few minutes later, I get a notification from the same guy saying, "That's just boring." Now, people talk shit in comment sections all the time, and this alone doesn't bother me. Some people aren't gonna like your content, that's just the nature of the platform. But even if it ended here, I wouldn't be making this video. But then he goes back to the first video and says this. When I want a commentary film, I expect it done with genuine work. Land Before Time 2 in memory of Kenneth Mars, the voice of Grandpa Longneck. In other words, this guy wants us to rewatch a movie we don't like and take it seriously in order to redo a feature-length video we can't post on YouTube and dedicate it to a guy who died almost 10 years before we did the goddamn thing. At this point, I got curious as to who this guy thought he was to demand people make videos the way he wants them to. So I went to his channel, and this is what greeted me. A list of subscriptions and a single video, the description of which already raised my eyebrows. And then the video itself.
Ooh boy.
When we watched this in the casual VC, Wraith said he got Christian vibes from this guy. That's never a good sign. Speaking of the video, let's roast it now, shall we? Oh, and of course he disables his comments like a little bitch.
This is James, and I went to Tennessee with my family. I found that...
Okay, first of all, I know women with more testosterone than this guy. His voice constantly makes him sound like he's about to cry. Also, based on this guy's handwriting, I'm surprised he could write at all, much less write a script for this video.
At the end of the trip, I literally had a mountain of trouble.
Well, you got trouble, my friend.
Catching up to my family was the only thing that was on my mind. In fact, my loyalty to it remained very, very much intact, as you might say. Listen, I didn't care how many times I would have to request it. I want them to re-watch The Land Before Time 2. How far I'd have to go. I didn't care if I had to get help. I only cared about one thing, getting back to my family because, well, let's just say Dad had to be left behind.
So I was gonna make fun of a clip from Left Behind here, but that joke wasn't funny. So have this clip instead.
I just shitted a Big Mac!
You understand? Because I just want you to know.
And holy shit! We'll always love you!
A woman gave me some advice of how slippery it would be, and I took it very seriously as my life depended on it.
Run, Sonic! Run like your life depended on it! Which it kinda does!
Well, anyway, at least she kept restored my faith that there are good people in the world, which is exactly what I want to do following in those footsteps.
James, based on your comments on our videos, I'd say you're doing a terrible job at that.
But I also showed a little perseverance and determination. I mean, what do you think would have happened if I give it up? None of what happened then would have happened in today.
Here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
But, Okay, so I showed a little humility because I know now that I'm not indestructible to aches and pains in my legs. But that's not to say I was discouraged. I did develop a bit of endurance and showed a little compassion for my mom. And from the sound of what she said up there, she made it sound like I could give mountain goats a run for their money, as she would put it. Oh, and did I mention that there's trash up in Tennessee parks? Which, of course, is why in my next video, I want to show you exactly not only how to pick up trash the right way, but how to do it during a pandemic.
You know what, buddy? Just for you, I'm gonna make that video for you.
Success!
Jokes aside, the picking up trash you're talking about isn't the type that inspires people. It's the type that you're forced to do as community service.
And that way, I can inspire you to do it everywhere. Well, the thing is, but for now, I want you to pass on this information about this video to everyone and everywhere, literally. Can you do that?
In me power.
Now, the important thing to know is that even when we were watching that vid for the first time, I initially decided not to make this video. We felt bad for him, and maybe the comment I left him made him realize that making videos isn't as easy as he thinks it is. But then the next morning, I wake up to this. His name's Kenneth Mars, and yes, I asking you to make a commentary, please, because he voiced Grandpa Longneck. Besides, you're doing this in his memory, nothing more, nothing less. I mean, there are plenty other sequels to commentary on, you know. I've watched the Babe commentary in memory of Babe's voice actor, Land Before Time commentary. I've seen Here Cone's Peter Cottontail commentary. The however long ago an actor passed away, he left a good legacy behind. The least you can do is show a little respect. You can use your own words to emphasize the little brontosaurus and his friends, and the way he learns his lesson through the course of each of the sequels.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
At that moment, I decided I don't care what this guy has. I'm making this video. And I was about to start when Deathhead comes in, telling me there's more videos of this guy.
Woo! Who's ready for second dinner?
Let's start with the one simply labeled Hope.
It gave them hope.
I gotta admit, as epidemics go, the coronavirus is actually helping out the environment by grounding all planes and motor vehicles to stop in their tracks and clean pollution out of the sky.
Human beings are a disease.
And putting an end to climate change for the most part. But still, it is a killer. And that's the reason that, however factual that is, my heart goes out to all those who have lost their loved ones to this killer germ, as this is one to be reckoned with.
My favorite part of this video is how he goes on about how everyone staying indoors is helping the environment, and then he gives his sympathy to everyone who's died from COVID. The next video is Pop Goes the Trump. Now, it doesn't matter what you think of Donald Trump, I think we can all agree with the irony of he is just a spoiled child who desperately needs some to tell him no.
Hello, I'm James Spartman, and I have a song that will make you all laugh the minute you listen to it. Brace yourself.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Okay, I had to. But here's the actual song.
Tweets are waiting in the news, which smells like a dumb lying to the media.
daily does the charm. His legs are extremely short, like a little tree stump. When the lies are all exposed, pop goes the trunk.
Bro, you have less rhythm than a washing machine destroying itself. Last video. This one is from 2013, and I can count the pixels from here.
Okay, I'm recording. So James, tell me what that is that you have right next to you there.
Oh, this? This is a trophy I bought at the dollar store.
That is a trophy, and it says that I saved the dog Zoo February the 27th.
What happened?
Well, it all began on that day when Mom
Jizzed in my pants.
looking at what she thought was a game, then realized instantaneously with horror that it was not a game, but a serious situation in which that dog got himself into.
I'm pretty sure anyone in their right mind would have noticed that that dog would have been in danger.
When I learned what had happened, I used my head under pressure and used a rope to save her out of the icy water.
Actually, I have a question. Why the fuck was the dog on thin ice to begin with? Are you telling me that the lady had enough time to give you this trophy, but not enough time to watch her fucking dog?
Any rate, let me continue where I left off. Or in this case, zoomed ahead too fast.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, I heard Mom calling and I thought it was Jacob was home. When I learned what had happened, I thought of the best possible way to rescue a dog by not diving yourself into the water, because that would just endanger yourself as well as the dog. I mean, besides, how would you like to have been in that dog's shoes right at that point?
It kind of amuses me how this guy has more empathy for the environment and for animals than he does for his fellow human beings. I don't know, just something I've noticed.
Needless to say, I had to dip my hand into the cold water and pay the price for it.
Yeah. What was the price?
The price was my frozen hand.
Like forever? Did you lose feeling?
No, temporarily though.
Oh, boo-hoo, your hand got cold! Seriously, how are you less pathetic than Mr. Deeds?
Pretty messed up, huh? But the weird thing is, I got no feeling left in it, so you could like jump on it and it wouldn't hurt me.
Because that dog needed our help very desperately. Mom played the part of the heroine, which is not to be confused with a certain illegal drug.
Damn it, he got me! Well, I guess I can't use this clip now.
Oh, yeah! Oh, that's the good stuff!
Well, at any rate, if you'll excuse me, I had to be the great sidekick.
I see.
So you're telling me you're not even the hero of your own story? Why the fuck do you have this trophy?
And in doing so, I became a hero. Even though I played sidekick with my mother, I became a hero to them. Just the same.
Okay. Is that all?
Well, actually there's more.
Okay.
Apparently, it wasn't until later at my workday that I learned that a child hero, 13 years of age, followed in my footsteps.
And who would that be?
Jeffrey Epstein.
And who's that?
My neighbor.
And what'd he do?
He saved a Labrador from the icy water.
So there was two dogs and in the same lake?
Exactly.
Mercy.
It was like a death trap. A race.
That wasn't me, that's just how the video ends.
A race.
We all know what it sounds like. It doesn't sound good.
A race.
One more thing on my mind before I finish my thoughts on this video. I like how this guy is such a narcissist that he assumes that the reason why the kids saved that Labrador was because he had an influence on him.
It wasn't until later at my workday that I learned that a child hero, 13 years of age, followed in my footsteps.
Pretty bold of you to assume that you're the only decent human being in your neighborhood. Let's end this segment on my favorite part of the video, shall we? Hey James, what's this?
A race.
So we're finally at the end of the video, and I want to end on the fact that I didn't blur this guy's name out. I wanted to be honest. I also wanted to delete the comments he made in our video, just so people wouldn't bully him. But then I looked at the comments this guy left on his own videos, and he wants these videos spread. He even says in one comment how he wants to be in the news. So I feel it's only right that we grant his wish. So congratulations, James Sparkman. You're now known as the entitled fuck who got salty we didn't make a video the way you wanted us to. Oh my god, it never ends. So, I'm literally at the end of this video and I find out that there's one more video uploaded the day I made most of this video. So, it's just long enough for me to make it the end card slate, so here you go.
In the mountain, the ancient mountain, the dragon sleeps tonight. In the cavern, the rocky cavern, the dragon sleeps tonight. In the gold mine, the Jordan gold mine, the dragon sleeps tonight.